Hi, my name is Atika. This is my undertaking. This is the context for the project. The marketing agency Global Designs has operation in Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei, Thailand, and Japan. Basic office and graphical intensive utilization are the two types of software resources required by the personnel. The global design IT team has been tasked by the IT manager with developing a virtual desktop infrastructure solution to address the following issue that a global design employee is encountering: failure of laptop, frequent travel, coding design changes on the fly, and a lack of technical support on business trips. Brief introduction to VDI and its components. Virtualization platform. Server virtualization allows you to create several computers from a single server by simulating physical resources. Server virtualization ensures that data saved on an operating system is protected in the event of a hardware failure. It also makes it possible to run multiple servers at the same time. Different types of virtualization consist of data virtualization, desktop virtualization, server virtualization, operating system virtualization. 2. Display protocol. The display protocol is a feature that enables user to view their remote desktop. It consists of a collection of technologies that transport and render the remote display to the end user device. The technology also controls the redirection of USB printer and other devices in the user's computers. 3. Connection broker. A session broker, also known as a connection broker, ensures that users connect to the correct virtual desktop. The component authenticates a user, redirects them to an inactive desktop, and keep tracks of all active and inactive instances. It updates their status as needed. 4. Application virtualization. Application virtualization in a VDI environment is recommended. By building a virtualized application image and replicating it in a virtual desktop, this technology makes application deployment quicker and faster. 5. Point of access. A virtual desktop VDI is a system that allows users to access their virtual desktop from a range of devices. The VDI architecture can be used by web browsers, mobile device, thin client, zero client, and personal computers. Propose. This is an overview of how a VDI should look like. We have the user device, connection broker, and hypervisors. The proposed solution. This proposal describes Citrix and Workspace Suite, which includes the ability to deliver user experience through ZenApp, formerly known as Citrix Virtual Apps, and Zen Desktop, known as Citrix Virtual Desktop. Secure remote access is provided by the solution, which is built on HPE Synergy infrastructure. Citrix ZenApp is a server to client program for IT administrator. The program appears to be running locally on users' client operating system to them, for the most part. All processing is handled by the server, with only mouse clicks, movements, and keystroke moving between the two. Citrix Zen Desktop. Virtualized software is a dedicated virtualization solution, while virtualization can be used in a variety of domains. Zen Desktop is designed specifically for virtual desktop configuration. HPE Synergy is a great platform for server-based computing deployment since it has better GPU acceleration for a better user experience. HPE Synergy systems are architectured as composable infrastructure to complement the HPE intelligent software architecture's sophisticated infrastructure as a code capabilities. Using HPE image streamers with Citrix provisioning services, you can easily manage server boot and user configuration while taking advantage of numerous user configuration. IT administrators may quickly adjust the deployment characteristic characteristics with HPE Synergy Composer and the HPE OneView API to match their current need. Compute solution. Hewlett Packard has announced a new solution for the HPE Synergy 480 Gen 10 compute modules. The main compute block for this solution is comprised of 6 HPE Synergy 480 computes and 6 AMD FirePro graphic cards. HPE Synergy 480 Gen 10 compute modules make up the core compute block for this solution. 6 AMD FirePro graphics card in each expansion modules are running within the context of an HPE Synergy 1200 frame. HPE Synergy 1200 frame. The HPE Synergy 1200 frame integrates processing, storage, network fabric, and power into a single bus. The frame wide range of network and storage interconnects allows it to communicate with any other IT environment. It can handle and scale with a wide range application and architecture. HPE for Synergy 480 Gen 10 Multi MXM Graphic Expansion Module. The HPE Multi MXM Graphic Expansion Module can support up to 2 TB of memory when both processors are used. Intel's first and second generations of Intel Xeon scalable processors have memory rates of up to 266 MT per second. Each CPU has 6 memory channels and a total of 12 memory module slots. HPE Synergy Composer. HPE Synergy Composer is a single interface for configuring and reassembling flexible compute storage and fabric resources. It's designed for high availability with redundant physical appliances. The HPE OneView powered hardware management device can be installed, monitored, and upgraded in minutes. HPE Synergy Image Streamer. HPE Synergy Image Streamer is a stateless deployment experiment for bare metal compute modules. The solution manages and preserves the software state, operating system, and setting, separates from the physical states. HPE's strong interaction with the HPE Composer boosts server profiles with images and personality. HPE Virtual Connect SE for 40GB F8 module for HPE Synergy. The HPE Virtual Connect SE 40GB F8 module is a composable infrastructure master module based on composable fabric. Its rate scale disaggregated design employs a master satellite architecture to consolidate data center network connection, save hardware, and increase network bandwidth. HPE Synergy 20GB interconnect link modules. Hewlett Packard's composable infrastructure is a data center network architecture based on a disaggregated rack scale design. It uses a master satellite architecture to consolidate data center connection, save hardware, and scale network bandwidth over several Synergy 12000 frames. Management block. The HPE Synergy 480 Gen 10 compute modules host Citrix and VMware infrastructure VMs for solution management. The solution essential enterprise services such as Active Directory are hosted outside of the modules management. The HPE Synergy Network Solution. The HPE Synergy 480 Gen 10 compute module is a cloud computing solution built on top of the Flex Fabric 5940 network switches. Solution production, storage network, VLANs, and configuration. HPE OneView is a tool for managing infrastructure and defining network and infrastructure components. Separate networks for the control of hardware and hypervisor end user productivity resources and VM migration are all specified as VLANs to segment and isolate traffic. Throughout the network, an active configuration is employed. Management Network VLAN 21. Hewlett Packard has announced a new solution management system for its storage system. HPE Synergy Composer and Nimble Storage have their own demands/DNS infrastructure are isolated from users. The network used for solution management connects all physical components managed by HPE. Production Network VLAN 223. The production network is dedicated to virtual desktop, virtual apps, file shares, and user data. This solution leverages a login BSI environment hosted on a separate infrastructure in order to generate load by emulating end users. Storage network VLAN 22 and 23. The storage network provides access to HPE Nimble SCSI storage, which houses virtual machines running Citrix software infrastructure and end user application, file shares, and data. The solution leverages dual ISCSI's virtual VLAN 22 and 23 network segments. Storage solution. A 2-node HPE Nimble CS3000 storage is used in the reference architecture. HPE Virtual Connect and HPE Flex Fabric 5940 switching connect the HPE Nimble CS3000 ISCSI storage to the HPE Synergy 480 Gen 10 compute modules. Citrix and VMware Infrastructure VMs, Citrix and App Provision Services, master images, Citrix hosted shared desktop with PVS overflow cache disk and external Microsoft file service to store end user data for the solution are all stored on HPE Nimble virtual volumes. This arrangement of the volume used for testing is shown in table 1. As you can see, this is table 1. GPU. The AMD FirePro S7100X server GPU is a workstation class user experience with reliable, predictable, and secure performance from your virtualized desktop. It can easily accelerate programs and handle computational different operations thanks to its 8 GB of GDDR5 memory. This is the total cost for each individual item. There are two types of service available for the pilot plan, which is transition and maintenance and support. Okay. So my pilot plan consists of a methodology, which methodology handling key concept of the ITIL service transition. Transition planning and support. Provide overall planning for service transition and coordinate the providence of necessary resources and capabilities. Change management. Enabling beneficial changes to be made with minimum disruption to actual IT services. Configuration management. Ensure that the assets needed to deliver services are properly controlled and documented with accurate and reliable information. Release and deployment. Manage releases to protect the integrity of existing service. Knowledge management. Ensure that knowledge transfer is conducted properly. Knowledge acquisition phase. The existing user transfer knowledge of system features, deployment method, hosting information, source code running through outstanding incident, common issues, and support cases. Knowledge playback phase. Global IT team presents its acquired knowledge of the system to global design. This includes system overviews, objective of the system, hosting information, system functions, system demonstrations, system interfaces, documentation, recent problem logs, and potential changes. Shadow support base. IT team shadows the user when initially providing maintenance support. Reverse shadow phase. Okay. The company provides support services with guidance from the user, signs off on the transaction checklist. VD VDI deployment best practice. There are various recommended practices to follow while implementing a VDI infrastructure. In order to ensure a successful VDI implementation, these include recognize the needs of the end user, use a thin client management solution, and ensure high availability for the end user. Persistent versus non-persistent. Persistent and a non-persistent virtual desktop are the two types of VDI that can be used. Each user has a specific virtual desktop image that is stored and maintained. The advantages of persistent is their data is able to persist and can be managed in the traditional sense. Thin client. Non Non-persistent environments make it more difficult to manage users' profile and data in traditional manner. End users' demands must be accessed and organization must select which method of provisioning will work best for the specific end users and use cases. For example, non-permanent virtual desktop may be efficient from a storage and administrative standpoint. So the conclusion, organization can greatly organization gain greatly from VDI solution in terms of management, performance, security, and other factors. Organization may expect a successful productive, and problem-free VDI deployment if they plan properly and test with a well-designed POC. There are several critical deployment best practice to keep in mind. HPE Synergy is a flexible platform for running multimedia-enabled end-user computing workloads. The platform offers demonstrated performance, simplified management, cost-effective linear scaling for end-user computing solution. HPE Nimble CS3000 storage is a high available storage solution. Hewlett Packard Enterprise offers industry-leading compute storage and networking infrastructure for Citrix XenApp deployments in your environment. HPE Synergy performance testing with GPU-enabled hosted shared desktop with 165 users reveal up to 38% higher scaling. Citrix XenApp 7.17 can deliver and manage published apps with local desktop-like performance from the data center to almost any device anywhere. The new system uses AMD multi-user GPU virtualized graphic for high-performance computing. It is available on iOS and Android versions of the platform. HPE Synergy enables Citrix XenApp to be delivered in a cost-effective and manageable manner. Using the HPE image streamer makes it easy to handle server boot and user setups while taking advantage of numerous configurations. It has better acceleration for a better user experience. Thank you.